guys, welcome to the Acne Clear Chef, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some water buffalo burgers. Now these water buffalo burgers are really high in protein, but they also have omega-3 and omega-6 balance, which is going to be great for your skin. It's also going to help you get a lot of vitamins and minerals that may not be found in conventional animal farms. So let's dive in and I'll get to the ingredients. So what you need for this recipe is 1 pound of wild bison, some thyme, paprika, cumin, salt, and pepper for the seasoning. Then you'll need some extra virgin olive oil, preferably organic or biodynamic if you can get your hands on it. And then lastly, we'll use some gluten-free breadcrumbs to finally make the burger patty. So what I added to the wild bison here is some fresh thyme. So I know my initial ingredient list was a little different from what I was going to make it, but since this is a wild meat, I thought I would throw in some more aromatic herbs to this recipe. So I threw in maybe like 2 to 3 teaspoons of thyme. So what you can do is you can use some measuring spoons to measure how much you need. I simply take this with a knife and I scrape it off because it's a little bit tough, especially the woody part of the thyme. It's kind of a tough grain, so it's kind of hard to cut through, so I kind of scrape it off. You can cut a little bit, I find, at the tips, but once you start going down the herb, it starts to get a little hard, so I just scrape that off. And I really just sprinkle about 2 to 3 teaspoons of thyme on there. I obviously added some salt and pepper. Of course, that's going to be to your preference. You can add as little or as much as you want. I just lightly seasoned it with salt and pepper. I don't go too crazy. I know some people, like my girlfriend, absolutely love salt and she will just dump salt on it. If you are going to use salt though, make sure you're using like a Mediterranean sea salt or a Himalayan pink salt or a gray salt, salts that are found near the ocean or salts that are found by volcanic ash because they have a higher mineral content, so that's actually going to help with a lot of your neurological functions. And then at the same time I have some cumin here. This is organic cumin, again choosing higher quality organic ingredients here. And I have some paprika. So I did half a teaspoon of paprika into the mix, and then I just did 1 teaspoon of cumin. So once you added all your herbs and spices into a bowl, I have a mixing bowl here. You can use any regular bowl. Make sure it's kind of like a medium to large size bowl so you have some room to mix. All you're going to do with your bare hands, or you can wear gloves, whatever you prefer, is I like to mix it and I just simply go into the bowl and I mix the meat. When you're mixing the meat, make sure you're just getting it really thoroughly mixed. I kind of mix it for about 1 to 2 minutes. Honestly, just mix it well through till the ingredients are kind of nicely spread throughout the burger. That way when you cook it, you're going to have a nice even distribution of herbs and spices. Alright, so once you mashed all of the ground bison, what you can do is get about 1 to 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Like that, got about 1 to 1.5, maybe 2 cups of breadcrumbs here, and I just poured it on a round plate. And the process is you're just going to take a little bit of the ground bison, and you're going to kind of just do this, kind of clap it together, make sure you just form a little patty. And then what I do is I take a brush and I put it into some olive oil, and I just brush one side of the burger, and you can either put it in right away, or what I do, I flip it, brush the other side. It's okay if some gets in here, they're all going to be coated. And then I use this as kind of like a coating. I also get the sides here, and I kind of get it wet, right? And then I just pump it in, roll it, and then you got a nice little burger patty that you can use to cook later. So once you're done making all the burger patties, they should look something like this. So now what we're going to do is just going to take a nice hot cast iron pan and we're going to start to cook these. So once you have all your patties made, you're going to preheat a cast iron pan about medium-high heat. I put mine on about 7, 3/4 what you want, right in between medium and high. And put some of that olive oil that you use to marinate to spread onto the burgers, and we're just going to throw them in here. So once your meat is in the pan, you're just going to cook them for about 3 to 4 minutes each side. So after about 3 to 4 minutes, I'm you guys also want, you can also add a lid onto your pan in case there's a lot of oil spraying everywhere so you don't get yourself burned. It's just a safe way to cook your burgers without burning yourself. Alright guys, so now you know how to make your own water buffalo burger. Feel free to make your own recipes on this channel. Feel free to share as well. One way that you can incorporate the water buffalo burger is by adding some of that mashed potatoes. And what I have here is some raw, unpasteurized, organic sauerkraut with raw, unpasteurized pickles. So that's going to ensure I'm getting a lot of probiotics in my diet, as well as a protein and a lot of fiber as well. So if you guys love the video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it with friends. And looking forward to hearing you from the other side. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Psst. Fuck, imagine this on a fucking burger. Look at the size of that, eh? This is my meatball burger. I'm going to have some protein today. So funny. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?